What happens when a priceless artifact of American history collides with presidential politics? That's exactly the storm that unfolded when Donald Trump's administration tried to gift King Charles an original sword from Dwight D. Eisenhower's collection, and the fallout cost one man his career. It started quietly, with Todd Arrington, the director of the Eisenhower Presidential Library in Kansas. He'd only been on the job for a year when the pressure hit. According to CBS News, he was approached with an unusual request: hand over one of Eisenhower's actual swords so that President Trump could present it to King Charles during his state visit. To Arrington, it wasn't just unusual, it was impossible. Artifacts entrusted to presidential libraries aren't souvenirs. They're history, and once donated, they're protected by law. But refusing that request lit the fuse. Reports say State Department officials kept pressing, insisting the sword would be the perfect symbol of U.K. unity after World War II. Arrington held firm, suggesting replicas instead. After all, Eisenhower's swords, including a saber and a sword of honor, are priceless symbols of the man who commanded Allied forces in Europe. You don't just wrap that up and ship it off as a gift. Still, the pressure didn't let up. When Trump and Melania arrived in the UK in September, the gift was unveiled at Windsor Castle. And no, it wasn't the real thing. King Charles received a replica of Eisenhower's sword, while Queen Camilla was given a Tiffany & Company vintage 18-karat gold, diamond, and ruby brooch. Buckingham Palace confirmed it was the copy, but the quiet question hung in the air: what happened to the original request? Behind the scenes, the fallout was brutal. Arrington says he was told flat out, resign or be fired. According to him, officials accused him of being untrustworthy with confidential information, tied to the sword dispute and another matter he wouldn't disclose. But he insists he never badmouthed Trump or his team. That is 100% incorrect, he told CBS. I never said a bad word about anybody. All I ever did was try to find something suitable to give. Think about that. A man who devoted his career to preserving history was suddenly painted as disloyal, all because he protected a museum artifact from being used as a diplomatic prop. Reports say Trump administration officials were unhappy with him, but the mystery remains: who exactly gave the order? Was this a direct White House demand, or was the State Department pushing it? Nobody's saying, and that silence is almost louder than the scandal itself. The truth is, Eisenhower swords aren't just shiny weapons. They represent a chapter of history when alliances shaped the future of the world. Donors gave them to the Eisenhower Library to ensure they would be preserved for generations, not handed out to foreign royals. For archivists, removing one from the collection would break trust with the public and cross legal lines. To some, this isn't just about one sword. It's about the principle: should historical treasures ever be pawns in political theater? Arrington clearly didn't think so. And here's the kicker: he loved his job. He told CBS he'd return in a heartbeat. I love the job, I love the people, I love the history. I never in a million years wanted this to happen. Instead, he became collateral damage in a tug-of-war between politics and preservation. And now, the bigger question: what does this episode say about the way politics can bend history? Was Arrington a stubborn archivist who blocked a symbolic gesture, or was he the one person who protected America's past when everyone else wanted to use it as a prop? So what do you think? Was he right to put his career on the line for a sword, or should the White House have been allowed to give history away for the sake of diplomacy? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe, because in the world of power, politics, and royalty, the stories only get stranger from here.